All right, this is Bishop Wraith. I'm creating a investment guide for TGB, my guild. This is just going to walk you through all the investments, what the math comes out to, basically how much free gold can you get from investing early in the game and then leaving it invested. So you go to your cargo hold, and there's an area called investments here, and the very first one's called black market trading. It is a 24-hour investment. It gives you 7% back, and it'll let you put between 1,000 and 1,500 gold every day, and it'll give you back 7% profit on that. So if you put 1,500 in, you're going to get 1605 out when it's done. So that's 105 gold every day. So after a month, that comes out to 3,150 gold for free. So that's the first one you want to do, is just go ahead and max it out because it's cheap, it's easy to get filled up, and you get 3,000 gold in profit every month out of it. The next one, Spice Trade. It's the same thing, the same exact thing, except it's 3 days instead of one. So you're only getting a third of the profit, but it's free gold. So you put 1,500 in, and every 3 days you get 1605 out. That comes out to a profit of 1,050 per month. So just by doing these two, you're going to get 4,200 gold for free every month. Pretty easy to get into. You can get 1,500 gold just killing the first few levels of monsters on the map. The next one is called Shadow Matter Investment, and it's a pretty important one. It's going to give you 20% profit after 7 days. And so the math on that, real quick, you put 3,000 in, you get 3,600 out, and you do that slightly more than 4 times per month because it's once a week. So the average profit per month on that is 2,571. So it's going to take you a little bit more than a month to get your money back, but then after that, it's pure profit. So that's 3,000 in. You do that 4 times in a month, you end up making 2,500 gold for free. Carnival Operations is 100% after 30 days. So that is, you put 5,000 in, 30 days later you get 10,000 out, so it's a 5,000 profit. So let's go through and add these up. Just 1 month of doing these 4, you're going to put in 3,000 plus another 3,000, so there's 6,000, another 5,000. So that gives you 11,000 gold in. And then after a month, you'll get 3,150 for the first one, plus 1,050 for the second one. That's going to be 4,200. You're going to get 2,571 is what it actually comes out to for Shadow Matter investment. So that's going to be 6,771. So 6,771 gold. And then we're going to top it off with the 5,000 here. So that's 11,771 gold. So we're putting in 11,000. We're getting out slightly more than 11,000. And that's the first month. After that, that profit you made the first month pays for how much you invested. So every month after that, you're getting almost 12,000 gold for free. And that's without doing the big ones. That's just doing these first 4. It's really easy to get 11,000 gold. You're going to build up to your tier 5 troops, go out and kill monsters on the map. Every time you kill a new level of monster, you get gold, and that amount of gold increases. So it's really easy to get these first 4. Then we get into these last 2. Faction Cooperation you can only do when you have cargo hold 20. So we're going to skip this one for the moment, and we're going to go to Galactic Management. Galactic Management is available once you unlock VIP 7. Galactic Management, you put in between 10,000 to 20,000 gold, and after 15 days, so roughly 2 weeks, you get a 30 to 70% profit. So I'm going to use the number 50,000 because that's right in the middle. And that's going to be your average over time. So let's say you do this twice a month, every month for a year, you're going to end up averaging 50%. So let's just call it 50%. 50% of 20,000 gold is 10,000, and you're going to do that twice a month. So what that means is Galactic Management gives you an average profit of 20,000 gold per month. 20,000 is kind of a big number, but again, once you're to VIP 7, you should also be to the point where your troops should be able to kill a high enough level monster to get you into this 20,000 gold mark. And then once you feed it in here, this is how you're going to get your return money. So we're making 12,000, just under 12,000 per month off of the first 4, and those are pretty easy to get into. Then you have this big jump here where you're making another 20,000. So that puts us at 30,000 gold, 32,000 gold per month for free once you're invested. Then by the time you get to cargo hold 20, you probably have a pretty good idea of what you're doing, but for the sake of completeness, I'm going to cover this. One note on Galactic Management, you must have VIP activated in order to start Galactic Management, but as you'll watch my other videos or other content creators videos on YouTube, you'll find that you should always have VIP active 24/7, because if you're doing time and space mop-up, which there'll be another video for that, but time and space mop-up will give you more VIP length time tokens than you could ever use. You will always have a surplus. So if you just start using them, your VIP will always be active. So that's not really a concern here. Once you're at VIP 7, you most likely have time and space mop-up going. You're mopping up that store every day, every other day, and that's going to give you your VIP time. Faction Cooperation just requires cargo hold 20, which is for a later arc. I mean, that means you're into bridge level 20. But it works the same as Galactic Management, except you put between 3,000 and 10,000 into it, and you get back 45%. So there's no range on this. You're not going to have a bad 2 weeks or a good 2 weeks. You're going to have just slightly below the middle of this, 45%. But 45% of 10,000 is 4,500, and doing that twice per month means you're getting another 9,000 here. So when you add it all up together, once you're fully invested, we've got 32,000 before this. That's going to put us up to 41,000 gold for free every month. You know, gold's nice to have, but why is this really important for beginning players? Well, even if you're only doing Galactic Management, you're not at cargo hold 20, you're still making over 30,000 gold per month. Let's go do some math real quick. We're going to go take a look at items here. Go into the shop. Let's say you're a newish player. You're on a server where you're like, my commanders just can't compete in capitals. You know, everybody I'm fighting against is a lot more powerful than I am. I just want to grow my arc so that someday I'll be able to fight. And if I keep getting attacked and keep getting my resources stolen, that can't happen. So I need to be shielded. So a 7-day shield costs 5,000. It's 5,500 here because I'm outside of Sintacan, and I'm in an area that has a shop tax. But if you fly to the center of the map, to where Sintacan is, the capital of the world, in that zone, there's no taxes. So you're getting a 7-day shield for 5,000. You need 4 of those a month in order to stay shielded. So that's roughly 20,000 gold, and you have a shield on you at all times. If you're like, well, hey, I'd like to participate in the kill events, or I want to help my guild out at this capital battle, you can do 3-day shields, and those are 2,500 each, and you'll need 10 of those in a month, so that's 25,000 gold, but it gives you a day off every week, or a day off, you know, a time period that you break the shield, for 5,000 more gold a month. But if you remember, we go back to our investments, we just did the math, and even without faction cooperation, we're making 32,000 gold per month for free. So you can actually stay shielded 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and still have gold left over afterwards just by doing investments. Once you get up to bridge 20, faction cooperation is just going to push it up over the top. It's going to give you an extra 9,000 a month. You can use that, to cycle tasks on guild mobilization or your daily exploration. You could use it to speed up marches or, finish your movement to jump across the map. There's a lot of things you can do with it. But that's the importance of investment. The very first thing any player should be doing is trying to get these investments full. Do the first 4. Once you've got the first 4 filled, go out and focus on one type of troop type and get the research up on it. Get the tier, get a higher tier of it, get up to around tier 5, and then go kill some monsters so that you can go ahead and fill this galactic management up. And that's your path to getting shields 24/7. You won't have to ask people to, help you, garrison you. You won't get zeroed and ask for resources. You'll just stay shielded, and you'll know when you're at a point where you have a commander that can fight, because you'll be talking to your guild and figuring out what can you do to join the war effort. But step number 1, get your investments filled up.